Word on the street is Fender dropped their 2021 models today. Let's see what we can find out. Welcome back, troglodytes, to your daily dose of guitar information, the Trogly's Guitar Show. That's right. I woke up this morning on Instagram and I saw all the 2021 models were dropped by the Fender family of brands. So that's like Fender, Gretsch stuff. So I'm really curious to see what Fender has in store for this year. So I'm not really sure where to see these models yet because I wanted to react to them live. So let's check out their website. Yeah, there we go. Easy enough. 2021. Big flashing page. Let's view them. Oh, 75th anniversary commemorative. Looks like Stratocaster and Telecaster. And a bass. So far, I kind of like the finish that they've got going on here. It's like an autumn burst is what I would say it is. That looks like an ash body. That's actually a big deal because they were saying that they were cutting down on ash bodies. So the fact that this is a special anniversary release, that makes it pretty nice. As far as specs go, it looks like we get the contoured heel right here. Looks like a multi-pieced body. A little special medallion in there, kind of like they did, I think, what was that, the mid-90s? For like the 40th anniversary or something like that? That might have been for something else, but that's the 2-point synchronized tremolo in gold. Wow. That's why this thing looks so different. Did they do gold frets? That would be really cool. Usually gold frets sound way cooler than they actually are, but let's look at our specs. They're calling it Bourbon Burst finish. Whoa, Fender. Hold on. I think Bourbon Burst has already been taken. I don't think they have any legal holdings over names, but usually they don't overlap. Like you get Pelham Blue and like Lake Placid Blue or whatever the Fender equivalent is. But we've got custom shop Fat 60s pickups. I think I've had those before and I liked them. And the deep C neck shape. Okay. I guess on the back plate they get a little bit of a special thing. So I guess if you're in the market for a new Stratocaster or a Telecaster and or bass, this might be worth getting if you like the gold hardware. You know, if I could get this exact one, maybe I'd be interested because I love that wood grain on the back. This one appears to be one-piece ash. That's a mighty fine looking Telecaster. Are they actually spec'd as one piece? It doesn't say. It wouldn't surprise me if they're not all one pieces, but maybe I'll check one of these things out. What else do we have here? Oh, okay. I guess there's different finishes within them. Except for, oh, okay, I see. These are probably made in Mexico or something. Yep, made in Mexico, but why does that have a 2019 serial number? Like, I could understand 2020, but this looks like just a direct copy of the Her Stratocaster, except for probably doesn't have that hollow flake appearance to it. So if you like the Her Stratocaster, but you didn't like the iridescence of it, this is looking a little bit similar. It's not quite chrome glow. I can't say I'm overly impressed by this, because it looks like these guys have alder bodies, and they're calling the finish Diamond Anniversary. And it looks like this one's pretty similar. I can't say I plan to check one of these out unless somebody really begs me to, because I'm sure we'll see photos and videos on Instagram of what this finish looks like in person. So unless something like that really stands out to me, probably won't see a full review and demo. But I do like the painted headstock cap. I'm curious about the serial number on this one. Yeah, this one's 2020. What's up with that 2019? Do they really plan these things that far in advance? Next up, a Dhani Harrison Uke? Or Dhani? I'm not familiar with this artist. Let's do our due justice. Oh, I think that tells us everything we need to know. Son of George and Olivia Harrison, you know, the Beatle. So knowing that, that's kind of cool. Fender seems to be going on a signature ukulele kick. Maybe it's just because I've never paid attention before until they did the Billie Eilish one. You get kind of a cool inlay pattern here and then like some clouds or something. Oh, interesting. I was not expecting the back to look like that. Nice wood grain, interesting little kind of Egyptian themed design. I'm sure if I knew more about this guy, this would make more sense. But comparatively speaking to the Eilish one, you know, it's I think it's what, $20 cheaper, a little bit more unique, I would say. Ooh, turquoise. What's the back look like? I really like that. I was just expecting it to be the same design on the back, but now you have to choose between designs and color. Now I've got to say, I think I like the freaky eye guy, but I like this finish better. Oh man, they even did the inlays different. frets. I'm surprised they even listed these things together because they're completely different. Okay, moving on here. A Mustang Micro. That is a very tiny guitar. A complete personal guitar amplifier. Oh, from the Mustang Series amps. So essentially, you can take this thing out and about, play with your friends, not have to lug an amp around, and apparently it'll have like some modeling effects in here. Yeah, it looks like 13 effects with 12 amp models. Oh, and it looks like we're moving into the American Ultra Luxe series. So we get a Stratocaster and a Telecaster. I'm guessing maybe everything from the Ultra series will now have a Luxe. I'm guessing Luxe just means like deluxe, like they changed something else about it. We'll have to do a little bit more reading. Did we get new pickups? Or is it really just the painted headstock cap that makes this thing a Luxe and like a new finish? Let's dive into this. Okay, so it looks like they changed our neck profile to an augmented D neck shape. Oh, is that going to be Fender's new series, the augmented reality? I wonder where they were going to go next. We'll have to find out if that's true. But it continues to say ultra rolled fingerboard edges and a tapered neck heel. Well, we've already had the tapered neck heel. Did they change that? Maybe it's just the photo angle, but this doesn't seem to have that ultra swoop. They just did this contour. But I guess they have this part to it, so I guess it's still within ultra territory. Maybe it's just a strange photo. Oh my goodness! Stainless steel medium jumbo frets. That's what everybody hated on the American Ultra series. Yes, that is nice. People can stop complaining. I think it's only like, what, a $300 upcharge? Nice. That is really cool. That's going to make people very happy. But it looks like they stuck with maybe the same pickups. I could be wrong on that. I really wasn't a big fan of the ultra noiseless pickups. That's kind of cool. So what colors do we get? We get a 2-color sunburst. The painted headstock cap, it's kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before. It's like it just continues on the burst from the body because it's just completely black because it's not within the bursted area. What would have been really cool, that would have like super sold this for me besides all the cool specs they got. Took a page out of Gibson's book and colored the back of the headstock black too, like a stinger. That would have been sweet. And over here we get the Ultra Luxe Telecaster. Now I'm guessing this is gonna be about the same thing that we just saw. You get the painted matching headstock cap. They probably give you the stainless steel frets, all the stuff that the Ultras had. So I don't think I'll go crazy and review every single one, but you know, stainless steel frets stock on a Fender, that is big enough that we need to get one of these to review. So transparent surf green with a rosewood fretboard, and it looks like another 2-tone sunburst. What's our body made out of? Ash. I can't say I'm loving the finishes. Like, honestly, I think this looks like absolute trash. I'm sorry, but at the same time, I feel it's one of those finishes and like pickguard combinations that will come to you eventually. You'll like it once you get it. But let's load some more here, see if they did everything else. Ooh, left-handed ones. That'll make people happy. Oh, and it looks like we also get an HSS setup with a Floyd Rose. Talk about soul power, but on steroids. And this is USA made too? How much is that? I bet this one's $24.99, isn't it? No, $23.99. So I guess it's like $1,000 more than Soul Power, but you get all the ultra comfort cuts. You get the new frets. It looks like they opted out of locking tuners since you have a double locking Floyd Rose system. You know, for guys that like Floyds, I think this is absolutely fantastic. They did a good job here. We get this mystic black color. Ooh, silver burst. Nice. This appears to be a running theme for 2021, that painted headstock cap. Bad news for people that don't like that. I like the maple fretboard, but I'm thinking maybe if they could have done ebony on this, then that would have been review worthy, because that would have been cool for me, even though I'm not a big Floyd Rose guy. I'm curious, what Floyd Rose do they have on this, though? Well, they're not telling us here. It just says Floyd Rose original locking, double locking 2-point tremolo. Unfortunately, no model name as of yet. So I know people had kind of an issue with the Tom Morello one because it was a cheap one. So hopefully they didn't make that mistake again. Oh, I'm surprised. They didn't do a Jazzmaster Luxe. That's probably what I would have went to review. Maybe they're actually going back to the drawing boards, because I thought those pickups, they were just not jazz mastery enough, and they need a little bit more time to dial in the new noiseless pickups. I just wish they had a better color. Like, if I had to order one now, I'd probably choose the one that I find least attractive, because I think I would like it once I get it in person. Oh, I don't even think we looked at the plasma burst. The red headstock on that leans me a little bit more towards this finish, because I'm normally not a big fan of this. But I just don't think so. I'd probably go with this one. Next up here, we get a Ben Gibbard Mustang, a Chrissy Telecaster, Joe Strummer Campfire, okay, all right. Jason Isbell Custom Telecaster, nothing really catching my eye yet. Noventa Stratocaster, Noventa Telecaster, oh, I like that. And Noventa Jazzmaster, what have they done? Okay, so signature guitars, let's go ahead and run through these real quick. Honestly, based on first impressions, nothing's really stood out to me. So Ben Gibbard, a signature Mustang. I think we had a Music Master that was a signature guitar last year. Those things sold out and became highly collectible. Not of this guy, but this, it just seems to be a regular guitar. What's special about this, unless you're a fan of this particular artist? Well, this guy's from Death Cab for Cutie. Okay, so that's how it's special. A chambered ash body. Why? It's such a small, lightweight guitar to begin with. Why do you need it chambered? I guess it might affect the tone a little bit, like especially the acoustic resonance. That's cool enough. I think we need to check it out, because Fender just released a chambered Stratocaster, didn't they? I think I ordered one of those. Yeah, I think it was the Shepherd signature one. We'll check one of those things out. I'm just waiting for it to come in. I'll put my name down for one of those. I think the whole chambered body will have enough people curious that they'll watch the video for it. So this one is the signature guitar of the Pretenders. We get the alder body with a ice blue metallic road worn lacquer. Okay, so that's the one that we saw on the Jimmy Page Telecasters that was on the neck and it had the finish checking. Now you notice, you can actually see it on this guitar in the stock photos this time, that it's got the finish checking. So I guess that's probably the claim to fame for this one if you're not in love with this artist, is you want a naturally aged Telecaster straight out of the box with a little bit of finish checking. Now, of course, it's going to be random on everything. It looks like we get the anodized pick guard. Kind of interesting looking tuners here. Made in Mexico. Yeah, they are locking tuners. It seems like Fender's really going after that, budget aged relic type thing. I guess that's not an anodized guard. It's chrome mirror. And it's got custom pickups. Okay. 7¼ inch radius. Not everybody loves that. Probably not. But I'll sign up to be notified just in case. Joe Strummer Campfire. That's strange. They say it's new, but yet they won't let you order it or be notified about it. I'm just not real big on acoustic guitars, so I'm not real interested in that one. Sorry. The Jason Custom Telecaster. So this guy's special for a double-bound body. They're doing that whole road-worn chocolate sunburst is what they're calling. Okay. It looks like this one's a little bit more intentionally aged. Custom pickups, that seems to be a running theme here. So basically just the finish and the pickups again is kind of the main gist that I'm seeing here. That must be pretty time consuming to age so many production level Fenders. I mean, the double bound body's kind of special if you like that. This is one, I kind of like it. Ooh, I really like that it says Custom Telecaster on the headstock. Okay, I think I'll add this one to the list. It's got enough going on for it. Is that also an ash body? Alder. Okay, it's just got really nice wood grain. Ooh, $1,500. All right, Fender, you'll take my money on that one too. Now we're moving into the Noventas. So it looks like alder body. We'll take a look at the specs later, but what I'm digging here, stock from the factory, 2 P90 pickups. That's nice. I like that. That's very simplified. Looks like it's a hardtail Strat too. That's gonna make some people happy. I am very interested in checking this thing out. Master volume, master tone. The only thing that would have made this better if they put a big old kill switch right here. This is a cool guitar. Just kind of a basic red finish here. Nothing too special that I'm seeing besides our pickup layout. Price, $1049.99. Kind of expensive for what it is. I mean, it's basically a Les Paul Special in Stratocaster format. What do they got for us? 2 Noventa single coil pickups, all right. Modern C neck shape, maple. 9.5-inch radius, that's good. With maple or Pau Ferro. Okay, so they're still doing Pau Ferro. At least that one looks nice. Ooh, 21 frets. That might be a deal breaker for some people. And yeah, hardtail design. I think I pretty well nailed this one pretty good. Let's check out our colors. So we get crimson red transparent. It's okay. Ugh, yuck. That reminds me of, was it the 66 that they did a year or two ago? Ugh, and green. Not in love with any of these choices. If I'm gonna review one, it would be this one. But as far as the Jazzmaster within this series, kind of disappointed they didn't hardtail this one. I think it'd be cool to have a Jazzmaster with just a regular, like, troublemaker setup. But triple P90, stock from the factory. That's nice. I like that. You don't find that too often. Interesting choice just to have a master volume, master tone when you have 3 pickups, though. I wonder if they actually put a 5-way switch in this thing instead of 3, or if they did it Gibson style as far as blending those 2 pickups together. I would appreciate it if they did, but everything else seems kind of basic. Let's see what kind of colors we got. Surf green. Okay. Whoa. Walnut. I think that would look pretty good with cream plastics on it too. What's this one? Red. I could see people enjoying this one, but for me, walnut all the way. Are these guys made in Mexico? Looks like it. I could see how some people might think that's pretty expensive. Usually like the really high-end Mexican-made Fenders are about $1,500. So comparatively to brand new guitars, I know there's going to be people complaining about the price, but if you compare it to what has been offered in the past years, it's not really all that much more expensive. It's a unique guitar. I think the Jazzmaster is cooler than the Stratocaster. But this, oh man. I think I'll have to just do a combination episode here. I mean, this one, it's one of the cheapest ones of the whole thing. Oh, did you see what they did? Noventa Telecasters have 1 pickup, the Jazzmaster has 3, and the Stratocaster had 2. It's like, you can choose how many you want. Fantastic! That's why this one's cheaper. And yet, I think they've knocked it out of the park. It's kind of like a budget Cabernita Tele. You get the sawed-off bridge, brass saddles, master volume, master tone, really simple. I'm glad they put some sort of pickguard on here, or else it would have looked naked. I would have liked to have seen a bound top, though. I think that would have made this a little bit more prestigious. Back just looks, basic. Nothing too crazy here. I'm curious if we'll have like any routing under here. Like if you wanted to add a neck pickup yourself. I doubt it. I really doubt it. But I guess we can find out, because that is a must-review piece. Vintage Blonde, probably going to be the winner here, but let's take a look. Fiesta Red, that's got a vibe. It's got a vibe. 2-color Sunburst. Ah, man. I like the simplicity of the Vintage Blonde, but I can already tell this is going to be a hot seller. So this might be one of those ones where I might need to, just get one of each color so we can see it, and then we just do the full review on the one that I thought was the best player or the best looker. But that's a real winner of a series here. I like how they stacked it. So it's not just, the same thing but different body styles. You got to choose between 1 pickup, 2 pickup, 3 pickups. Let's just hope these P90 pickups are halfway decent. Sometimes the MIM pickups are pretty good. Sometimes they're lacking a bit. Looks like we're doing some 68 Silverface reissues, Vibro Champ, Custom Pro Reverb. Can't say I've heard of that one, but I've heard of the Vibro Champ. But what is going on here? What? We're going to skip these for a second. My mind's not ready to digest that. This thing looks fantastic. Did they just do what I asked them to do? Yes. Why is it a Squire though? Come on. Fender. Make a Fender USA version of this and I will buy it. I love this finish. I love everything here. Maybe we could have simplified it a little bit. But you did it. You got rid of that wangly, jangly trem. I know some guys like it. That's why they like the Jazzmaster Jaguar shapes. But for a Squire, this thing's pretty nice. I bet this is like a test market for this finish. That looks fantastic, just from right here. And how much is it? I forgot to look. Whoa, $450 for a Squire. I guess there's some people paying $1,000 for the baritone Squires. Is it a baritone? I don't think so, but we get the SQR Atomic Humbucking pickups. You can always place those for something else if you don't like it. Roasted maple neck. I thought this neck looked pretty good. Ooh, made in China. I can see some people not liking it because of that. Get the sculpted neck heel and painted headstock. That's a beautiful guitar. I hope they bring that finish to USA. But Skyburst Metallic, enjoy that very thoroughly. Shoreline Gold, boring. Yeah, that will be my one Squire review for the year. The Jaguar HHST. Okay, let's dive into these weird contemporary things now. Okay, these are Squires too. Okay, I thought these were all Fenders. I thought that was really strange for straight up Fenders. It's so freaky. I'm betting you're able to use these in conjunction to make it like a humbucker, but they just put 2 single coils. That's just a guess. We'll find out when we look at the spec sheet. So either that or QC really messed up the location of our middle pickup here. That'll give you some unique tonal opportunities. For some reason, I thought this had like some Floyd Rose-esque thing, but no, that's pretty basic. Okay. Painted headstock cap. Yeah, I called that. That is their whole claim to fame for 2021. Looks like a 2-point tremolo bridge. That's nice. Block saddles. Roasted maple neck. You know, I think they're just trying to see how people like roasted maple on these more budget-leveled guitars. I mean, $430 is kind of expensive to call it budget level if you're considering like buying a Glary or something. So maybe we should say an intermediate level. I just hope these SQRs sound halfway decent. Well, it doesn't look like they have any information here about how it's wired. Okay, maybe they do. 5-position blade switch, special switching. Position 1 is bridge in middle. In series, hum canceling. Okay, so kind of acting like a humbucker. Then you get just the middle. That is going to be interesting because who's ever put a pickup there? Then you can also do all of them at the same time? And just the neck. Okay. That's kind of interesting. So we get a black color and ooh, that's a beautiful finish. I love it. The sad thing is if I review multiple ones of these, I'm going to have to switch it up. They even have a hardtail version of it. Thank you, Fender. But why? Why didn't you do the Skyburst in this one? We get Sunset Metallic. Are you serious? Did they just go to Gibson's dictionary and steal all of them? That's not Sunset Metallic. This is Sunset Metallic. Gibson used it first in the late 80s on the Les Paul Custom Light. This is just Clown Burst or Ultra Burst. But you can tell it's got a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's going to be slightly metallic. I bet it'll look pretty nice in person. But I will never accept calling that Sunset Metallic. But I do see where they came up with the name. Because, like, the sun's going down and it's metallic, yeah. And white. Pearl white. Okay. I'm sure people will call me out like saying, oh, Fender used this name sometime. Okay, I'm not as well versed in Fenders. It's something new I've been working on the past couple of years. Pearl white, that one's also been used by Gibson in the 80s. It looks pretty much like this, so yes, I will accept pearl white as an answer. So this will have a little bit of a sheen to it as well. Interesting. So we've went from like a regular Stratocaster into a hardtail version, and now we get some sort of a Floyd Rose. But now we've lost our goofy pickup combinations. We get some sort of humbucker pickups. I'm really digging this finish. Like, I hate to say it, I think the new Squire finishes outshine the finishes that they gave the Fenders. Gunmetal Metallic. Oh, nice. Shell Pink Pearl. On a budget, you can get your 80s rock star on. That's pretty nice. Once again, the SQR series pickups, atomic humbucking pickups. I remember the last Atomic humbuckers I had. I actually think I did like them, so those would probably be okay. Double locking system by Floyd Rose, so it's not a real Floyd Rose. For that price, I think we understood that. I like it, but I don't think I will be reviewing this model. But maybe I'll pair this in with another one so we can at least see this really cool finish in person. And our last one is just this... Like, you really gotta take some time to wrap your mind around this. So we get the roasted maple neck. And I really do enjoy that. And then we get this humbucker in the neck position, which is just sacrilegious. And you actually get a humbucker in here. It's a rail style pickup here, so it looks like a single coil, but it's actually a humbucker. This has got an interesting vibe to it. Like, if I'm coming across as I don't like it, it's more like I'm intrigued because I'm confused. No pick guard, but we get binding. Is the neck bound? Holy cow. Nice. That just sealed the deal. I'm going to have to check this thing out. I would have never expected binding on the neck of this. And at $430, okay. Pearl white. Good. Gunmetal metallic. But it doesn't look as good on this one as it does that Stratocaster, unfortunately. And shoreline gold. I have to say, I think pearl white looks the best, but maybe once I see it in person, the shininess of pearl white won't look as good. Because right now I'm kind of getting like thrash metal vibes from this one because it looks like a flat white. And that's all she wrote, folks. So 2021. I'm sure we're going to see more releases throughout the year. All in all, as a quick recap, 75th anniversary things over here, not all that exciting. I might pick one up just because, you know, it's the new anniversary model. I'm really not all that impressed with the 75th anniversary offerings in general, but it's nice that it's there. You get some base options in an affordable variety as well as the higher end USA made products. Lots of new signature instruments, some of them with cool features, other ones not so much. But this new Luxe series, if people aren't happy now, they're just never gonna be happy. It might come down to like some color changes that they introduce later on in the year or something, but I think they've finally done it. Like, I don't even think we looked at this Telecaster with a Floyd Rose. You gotta be kidding me. Floyd Rose and double humbucker like setup. I don't know how I missed that one the first time going through. Can't say it's for me, but you know, for modern people that like the Floyd Roses, yes. Pretty much the only thing left for these guys to complain about is the price point. I mean, $2,300 and $2,400. It is expensive, but it's a production line instrument with stainless steel frets, so this is a stepping stone for the future. The Noventa, really cool. I'm excited to check at least a couple of those out. Can't say too much about the amps. And as far as Squire, I'm really impressed with their offerings. I think they've introduced some really cool finishes that I hope Fender has in the future. I'm disappointed that we don't have any weird, wacky, parallel universe, alternate reality, whatever going on this year, but maybe they just haven't announced it. This might just be a teaser, and during the online NAMM show, maybe we'll see some more. But to be honest, they haven't even finished Parallel Universe Volume 2 due to all the delays. I think we've got like 2 or 3 of those left, so maybe after then, or they're just gonna take a year off to brainstorm. And just as a friendly reminder, if any of these new instruments pique your interest, you can contact me through my New Guitar Day program to sponsor a review and demo of your new guitar. More details in the description and on my website. Alright, troglodytes, thank you for tuning in today. I hope you enjoyed learning about Fender's new product lineup for 2021. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you tomorrow on the next episode. Take care.